Cactus Hotel, a response to literature by
Carrie Hicks
and Melanie Clarkson, a nonfiction book written by Brenda Z. Huberson. Cactus Hotel, a book about teamwork that bolsters life in a desert ecosystem. The incredible circle of life begins with one tiny seed that takes hundreds of years to mature into an adult saguaro cactus. This seed cannot do it alone. It will take many others working together in a fragile balance for this seed to grow into something operative. On a hot, dry day in the desert, a bright red fruit falls from a tall saguaro cactus. This seed has several paths. It could dry out in the scorching sun, or it could become a nourishing meal for another desert creature. But thanks to a desert rat and his whiskers, this seed hitches a ride and finds himself landing in a perfect location for success. A palo verde tree plays his own role, equally vital to the life of this seed. He provides shade and protection so the seed can grow. Desert conditions are harsh for a young saguaro seed. The protection of the old palo verde shields the saguaro seed from the cold nights and the harsh daytime desert sun. So many animals would love to eat that seed. The seed would provide a nourishing meal for sure, but the palo verde stands guard, hiding him from hungry predators. Saguaro's life begins very slowly. The first 10 years drag slowly on while saguaro shows very little change. Although the growth is very slow, it is there. It takes a lot of adaptations for this young plant to survive. Most plants require two things in abundance to survive: water and sunlight. Although the cactus has plenty of sun, water is scarce. To overcome this hurdle, the cactus has long roots to soak up as much water as possible when rains do come. Because rain is infrequent, the cactus must store water to use for dry periods. The adaptations that are made by living organisms are a true testament to the unyielding circle of life. The cactus continues to work for survival, as do the animals around him. A delicate balance is always happening in his desert biome. Animals working together or fighting for survival, all using their unique skills they have learned along the way. After 50 years, something wonderful happens. He is now 10 feet tall, taller than his trusty old pal, palo verde. But that's not all. He produces rich white and yellow flowers. These flowers provide essential nectar for all sorts of flying creatures that are able to reach the sweetness. What would happen to these birds, bees, and bats if there were no cacti?
Every part of this cactus's life has a purpose. After the flowers dry and a month goes by, a familiar flower is produced on this mature saguaro. This is the very flower that gave life to this cactus. The blossoms provide a woodpecker with a meal. The woodpecker desires a home, and what better place than near a valuable food source? The woodpecker uses his long, hard beak to tap, tap, tap. He bores into the flesh of the cactus. The cactus is not harmed. It forms a tough scab all around the hole to protect itself from drying out. The cactus and woodpecker enter into a mutualistic relationship where both benefit from the other. The woodpecker eats harmful insects, and the cactus gives shelter and food. As the cactus continues to grow, he becomes so tall that it is necessary to grow arms to help balance. After all, an 8-ton cactus can be a little top-heavy. His size provides plentiful room for others to reside. His mature saguaro is riddled with holes and plays host to all brands of guests, from the desert-seeking cover from the blazing desert sun. While the others are enjoying their lodging, the cactus continues every spring, without fail, to produce his seeds bearing flowers for the others to enjoy. Could this batch be very one that started the new saguaro? The sorrowful part of life is death. While it is not welcome, it is a necessary, unavoidable part of the circle of life. For without death, there would be no new life. Even in his expiration, the cactus is useful in for other living things on the desert floor. A massive 5-ton cactus is sure to provide valuable shade and plenty of energy for decomposers. Although this is the end of this saguaro cactus's life, it is just the beginning of another. This cactus would provide immeasurable life to countless others. How could this ecosystem be changed without his life?